Welcome back to the Pursuit of Yappiness podcast. Woo-hoo! We are here and
we are live.
We are alive. I'm Daytona.
I'm Michaela.
And this is a podcast where we yap.
And you listen.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Well.
We watched the Super Bowl.
It was my birthday.
Yeah. And our team did not win.
Nope.
But it's okay. The other team played really good.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, sort of. It's weird because, like, obviously I wasn't paying attention really.
No, I
at least until towards the end. Then I was like, okay, we need to make a comeback. Not that I care about football, but I love a good competition, love a good underdog situation.
My husband had made a joke way in the beginning that the Patriots don't start playing until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So then when they actually finally scored points in the fourth quarter, I was like, wait.
Yeah.
Is it going to be real? But
yeah,
no,
exactly.
They didn't score enough points.
No. But for the first half of the game, the Seahawks had only made field goals. They hadn't even gotten any real touchdowns.
But they had points at least.
Yes, they had points, but
yeah,
not real ones, you know.
Only fake points for you.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
A nice birthday bash went down.
A snowstorm, thrifting run.
Yep.
Tea with friends.
Yes.
Nice dinner.
Yes, it was great.
And a sleepover where we stayed up until 6 o'clock like we were teenagers again.
And it was so fun.
It was very fun.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Oh, and then we went to brunch. Truly, it couldn't have been better. Ideal birthday weekend for sure. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it was fun. Got a great thrift haul.
Oh,
honestly.
Yeah.
I got multiple vests.
The vest rack at the thrift store was popping.
It really was.
There were so many that I almost bought, and then I was like, "How many vests do you realistically need?"
Yeah, the vest section was going off. And
finally found a dinosaur sweatshirt for your toddler.
Yes, and she's going to be so excited. She's going to be so excited that she gets to wear dinosaurs, and she can wear her dinosaur sweatshirt while eating her dinosaur nuggets and watching her little PBS Kids dinosaur train show. So, yeah. Because support PBS.
Yeah, rep
folks.
PBS.
We still have the PBS Kids app on our smart TV, and it still plays shows. So I don't really know what the
I'm sure that it'll
but
stick around for a while, but eventually they'll run out of money and they'll have to get some kind of wealthy sponsor.
That's so sad. R.I.P.
My grandma just texted me a screenshot of something that popped up on her iPad.
Oh.
And she's like, "Is this real?"
What is it?
It says security warning. Critical Apple iPhone breach detected. Malicious activity has been identified on your device. Definitely looks fake to me.
Is it like a pop-up or is it like a text?
It's a pop-up.
Oh.
But I will just say my grandma's not known for only clicking on reputable websites.
Oh.
So it's nothing that I've ever seen before.
Huh. Well, hopefully everything is okay.
I know. My mom just called me yesterday because somehow my grandma keeps combining all of her contacts. So she'll have multiple people's phones and emails under the same person.
How?
I don't know. I cannot figure it out. What? The only thing I can think of is if it's popping up and says, would you like to merge these contacts? Yeah. And she's not paying attention and presses yes.
Yes.
But she insists that that's not happening. So I'm like, I don't know what else I can do because I have no idea why it's happening. And it's only her. I've never seen it happen to anyone else.
That's so weird.
But so in my grandma's phone, my mom's contact card has like 6 people's phone numbers under it. And so she keeps getting confused. Like when they text her, it pops up as my mom.
Oh gosh.
And when she tries to call them, she can't find their number because just like, oh my gosh, it's miserable. And I am like hundreds of miles away. Like, how do I fix this? I don't know.
No. You need like IT access where you can just like
remote into her phone.
Yeah.
I know. Unfortunately, I don't think that exists for phones.
Yeah, I don't actually know, but
I know.
That's so funny.
It's very frustrating. Anyway, we got sidetracked.
Honestly, Jake is the worst with technology. Like, the man doesn't know how to do anything on his phone. He didn't know how to put it in Do Not Disturb. I had to show him the other day, and I was just like, "How
does it make sense?
Old are you?" Like,
when there's like a new feature released, my husband like won't learn how to use it because he's very stuck in his ways.
Yeah,
but Do Not Disturb is a pretty like fundamental phone thing.
I know, and I'm just like, how do you not know how to do this? I'm like, maybe you should take one of Michaela's iPhone classes.
Yeah, seriously.
Because you really, you don't know. But it's fine.
But anyway, getting sidetracked, the Super Bowl. I really enjoyed the halftime show.
Yes.
I like legitimately enjoyed it. I don't usually care that much, but I thought it was fun. It was just like a big dance party with people's friends, like having a blast.
Yeah.
And it makes me very... simultaneously, it makes me really angry that there are people out there who hated it, but also I think it's hilarious how you can now use "Did you like the halftime show" as a way to gauge whether someone is safe to interact with.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I recognize that Bad Bunny's lyrics are not particularly family friendly, but like I found like a transcript of the whole show, and someone translated it into English because even though I can speak some Spanish, I can't speak it well enough. And I was just like, he didn't really say anything crazy. Like, again, he certainly has some lyrics that are pretty saucy, but there wasn't anything insane in them.
Right. And from what I hear, the alternate halftime show was even worse. So,
well, that's the thing too. Like, I don't think so. The alternate one had Kid Rock headlining, which, to my knowledge, he didn't sing this song. I'm assuming, or sing. He's like a rapper. I don't really know. He didn't perform this song, but he has a song talking about statutory rape. And instead, like, not statutory, should more like mandatory.
Yeah.
And yes,
Yikes.
It's horrible. It's horrible. And I was like, this is what the biggest, like, evangelical political organization in the country right now.
Respectful.
Yeah. What? Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, I just have to laugh. I just have to laugh. Otherwise, I will die.
Well, it's interesting. I was talking to my mom about it, and she was like, she was disappointed because she was like, I thought this was supposed to be a Christian alternative. It was not. And I was like,
at least there's that.
Hey, yes. Because I was like, thank you. Yes, you are correct. It's not really a Christian alternative. It was just a white alternative.
Yes, an English-speaking alternative. Oh, boy.
But I read that they were literally like, I don't know, House Republican. I saw a headline. I didn't really like read into it too much, but I've heard people talking about it. I guess whoever in the government are like, we need to launch an investigation.
Into like homosexual acts or something.
Well, that, but also widespread twerking. Like, I forget what the actual headline was, but I just know that widespread twerking was in the title.
Last year? Was it Rihanna last year?
No, last year was
Kendrick Lamar. Rihanna was the year before that.
Yeah.
They both had way more twerking than this year.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there was that one clip where there was like a lot of twerking all at once by multiple people. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. And also the two like gay men, or I mean the two men who were like, you know, grinding or whatever.
I didn't even see
it either. It was literally for half a second.
Yeah.
Like, I ended up seeing the clip on social media and I was like, that's what people are freaking out about? How did you even see that?
I know. There was so much going on.
There was so much going on.
So many people dressed up in grass costumes.
I know. And so I'm like, how did you even see that?
Watching the behind the scenes for how they set up the set with the grass fawns.
Very cute.
Just so funny.
Yeah.
It was like a time lapse what I saw. So they were like scurrying around at double speed. It was very funny.
It's very silly. But also just like adorable to watch, just animated grass running around.
Right, exactly. Speaking of sports, we've also got the Olympics going on right now.
Yes.
This Olympics is cursed. There are so many crazy things that have happened. I don't have TV, but I've been watching the clips and I've just been blown away by all of the crazy stuff. So the one that I kept seeing that actually this turned out to be a clip from a previous year's Olympics. Oh. So this is why you should always check your sources. But there's this clip going around of a Austrian snowboarder almost running over a squirrel.
Oh, that was a previous year.
Yeah, I tried to find the clip to figure out what country the person was from and whether or not she placed, and it was from 2018.
Oh,
right.
Why is it circling now?
I have no idea. That's why I assumed it was from this Olympics, but it wasn't.
That's weird
for some reason. And then there was a Swiss, these three actually happened this year. A Swiss skier, the ski fell off mid jump while she was in the air and then she crashed.
It's awful.
And then there were 4 speed skaters who fell on the ice in the same spot, and they had to like investigate because they were complaining that the ice was too soft.
Oh.
And they found, I think the article that I read said that they found that the ice was within regulation, but it was just softer than they were used to, and so like people kept falling, but it was like multiple different countries, so it wasn't just like one team or whatever.
Yeah.
Which was very weird to me. And then, of course, Lindsey Vonn coming out of retirement and immediately breaking her leg.
Yeah.
I saw an article that just came out today. Since she broke her leg, she's had 3 surgeries.
Whoa.
To try to, because it was her femur. That's like the most
that's
terriblest one to break.
Oof.
I know. I just feel so bad for her because it's like, I bet you wish you hadn't come out of retirement.
Yeah.
Like, quit while
I
you're
would have been
ahead.
like, well, damn, I should have stayed home.
I know. Like the guy from
this is what I get.
The guy for the kid from the magic school bus. I knew I should have stayed home today.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then of course everybody's favorite figure skater, Ilya, what's his face?
Yes.
Menen.
Not Rosanov.
No, not Rosanov. Although, okay, listeners, I don't know if you remember maybe 3 weeks ago when Daytona asked me if I was ever going to watch Heated Rivalry, and I was like, meh. It has completely consumed my life. I have read 4 of the books and I've consumed every speck of content I can get my hands on. It's like a parasite in my brain. It's taken over my life.
It's good. Told ya.
Yeah, you did tell me and I didn't believe you.
I know. On my list of things to talk about today, Heated Rivalry was at the top of the list. So I was like, we got to follow up. Because
it's very good. I'm still kind of trying to figure out why I like it so much. Because I'm not into hockey and I'm not a gay man. Right. So like I feel that those two things are the most prevalent content.
But you're also not a Fae assassin or
that's true, but I was never as obsessed with Fae assassins as I am with this.
Fair. That's so valid.
It's just the sheer level of
obsession.
That I've never experienced before, and I don't know why. It's just getting to me.
They've put crack cocaine in this show and in these books.
Seriously.
It's bad for me too. I mean, I just will be in bed watching a video and Jake will be like, "What are you watching?" And I show him and he was like, Yes. And it's just like Connor Story and Hudson Williams doing an interview.
I know. I saw a lady who I totally agree with this. She was like, we're fighting a war on two fronts because we're obsessed with Shane and Ilya, but we're also obsessed with Hudson and Connor.
Yes. Well, and it's interesting too because I feel that at least for me, I'm so used to famous people being older than me.
Right.
Whereas this time around, I'm like, oh, they're younger than I am. This is so weird.
It almost makes me feel terrible about my life because I've not accomplished anything.
I know, right? I'm just like, wow. Like, this is
just
crazy.
Like so mind-bogglingly talented. Especially Connor Story's Russian stuff. I cannot.
It's wild.
As someone who has learned a language and knows how hard it is to do, I cannot get past it. It's just, I think about it every day. I'm so jealous of his talent.
It's crazy.
But
he's definitely one to watch.
It's almost kind of unfortunate how much sex there is in it because otherwise I would be recommending it to everyone I know.
I know. It's it's hard because these characters are so lovable, but obviously it's a very controversial show in the sense that not only is it about two gay men having a gay relationship, but it's also a fairly explicit show also. So
it's very when I watched it, we fast forwarded through most of those scenes because it was too much for me. But I can honestly say that I didn't watch it for the sex, and I'm not into it for the sex scenes. Right. I feel like people say that a lot, but I really just the sort of tenderness and affection and longing and having what you've always wanted in a friend and partner. And all of the way that they shot the show where they took basically verbatim the passages from the book that were just so sweet and soft. And I live for it.
Totally.
Everybody wants that. Again, it's the things that you want in your life that you see in media are the things that you're the most drawn to.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't know. And then of course, Connor and Hudson in real life having just an unashamed open friendship where they touch each other and they're close to each other and they're silly with each other and they're just very authentically genuinely love each other and care for each other.
Right.
And especially amongst men, but even amongst women, finding that kind of raw honesty in a friendship is very rare.
Totally.
People are always kind of censoring themselves and guarding themselves, even amongst the people they're closest to, because there are certain societal expectations for how you should behave. Within reason, that's a good thing. But I feel in some circumstances it holds us back from being able to properly express how we feel about our friends and how much we love them. And
totally,
especially because in our sort of Western societal structure, the romantic relationships are the ones that have the most emphasis placed on them and are supposed to be held to the highest level of importance.
Right.
When really I feel that in some situations the friendships should be the most important.
Right.
And should be prioritized. So
totally. And going back to I don't watch the show for the sex, I watch it for the plot, and I think because I don't know, it's the assumption when people read smut or watch it or whatever, it's oh, it's just something sexy for you to get off to or whatever. But I would say most of the time that's not even the case. It's I'm not watching the show for the sex, I'm watching it for the plot, for sure. You know, but I think people who just don't get it, or people who are blatantly homophobic and
the homophobia is always an issue.
Just the pearl clutchers of society.
But also
they are automatically going to assume, oh, you're just horned up and you just want to watch this horny show. And it's like, no.
But also there's a lot of reading between the lines that you have to do where like when I was watching the show, I kept getting consistently frustrated by how every interaction Shane and Ilya had escalated into sex every time. They never were just like content to sit in the soft, sweet moments. Because that's too painful. Right. And that's what I'm saying is like there's a lot of reading between the lines where you have to do where it's
media literacy that people don't have.
Yes. Where it's like I as an audience member want to see the sweet, soft, tender moments, but the characters aren't
ready,
secure enough in their relationship. They're not ready for that, and so they use sex as a defense mechanism, and that's why they always go there. But then by the end, when they're more like comfortable with each other, you do get more of those like soft moments.
Right.
I'm very excited for season 2 because the entire second book of Shane and Ilya's relationship is just soft moments,
right,
and sad, tragic dealing with mental health moments. So I think I'm really excited for it. But I saw a post that like people are calling Hudson and Connor HudCon.
Yes.
And they're this person says manifesting a HudCon 2026 for all those feeling inspired by Heated Rivalry. May we also meet a lifelong friend and travel to a new country and get matching tattoos and accidentally smoke and quit our stupid day jobs and prioritize our glutes and memorize a love confession in another language and do a lot of Korean auntie skincare before we get drunk and get out of LA for a while and be so tongue-in-cheek but also earnest like the world has never seen before.
Love it.
I was like, yes, that's what I want for my life.
Yes.
Maybe not the smoking, but the rest of it. For sure. Yeah. And I hope because they are so young and this is the first time they've ever been famous, I really hope that they manage to cling on for dear life to that genuine love that they have for each other and for their work. Because I feel like the longer you're famous and the more you're exposed to the spotlight and the paparazzi and all of the stuff, it goes to your head and you lose that genuine, authentic joy.
Totally.
And that is what we all need in the world.
Totally.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine the absolute whiplash it would be to be an overnight sensation.
I know.
I can't
wake
imagine.
Up one day and realize you never have to go back to your waiter job ever again.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Insane.
I think it probably will help that it's the whole cast it's happening to all of them at the same time.
Right.
Because they were all relatively unknown actors.
Right.
And the author too. I mean, the author has been appearing in lots of like interviews and shows and like talk shows and stuff, which I think is great because most of the time when you see a film adaptation of a book, the author is nowhere to be seen.
Well, yeah. I mean, because often it's really bad. So,
or
this
dead.
Is actually good. Yeah.
But
true.
I'm so excited for all of them to be living their best life.
I know. All their dreams are coming true, and we love that for them.
I know. But it's really, I think mostly it's just inspired me to like tell my friends I love them, which is the theme of this podcast. But like watching this show has really just given me sort of almost a heartbreak for like the ways that people cannot express their affection for each other.
Yep.
And obviously in the show it's because they're gay and they're rivals, and that's not my life, but the same longing is still there where like I just want people to understand how much I love them.
Yeah. And
it's really hard to communicate, and sometimes it really hurts how hard it is to do.
Totally. It's, it's hard being a lover girl.
Which is why we read so much poetry on this podcast, because
poetry and like romance books, but also just like honestly, some of my favorite books have just good like friendship arcs in them.
Right.
It's like, here's another one that I did not read for the sex but read for the plot, but A Court of Silver Flames. I love Nesta's friendship arc that she has with her like girl gang,
like little girl gang, 3 besties.
I love it so
they're
much.
going on
I
like
ate that shit up.
Improvement.
Yep. Yes.
Journey.
Yes. I love it so much. They're exercising and training and
overcoming their trauma.
Yeah.
Confronting their fears.
Having sleepovers.
Yeah.
Telling the house to bring them cake in the bath. Like, just everything about it brings me so much joy. Like, and I just love friendship. It's just so beautiful. And, yeah, it just kills me.
It's very frustrating that it's so hard to express, and part of the barrier of that is just the limitations of language, but part of it is the societal unwillingness to believe it when people say it to you.
Totally.
Like, I can tell my friends until the day I die that I love them and I will do anything for them, but I feel like some of them are coming around, but some of them still don't fully accept that is true, or that they're worthy of it, or they feel that they don't want to be a burden or whatever. And so I want to take a massive hammer to all of those societal problems that keep people from believing how much I love them.
Well, and especially like when you've grown up in like conservative evangelical culture, like we are kind of taught that we are burdens.
Oh, like, absolutely.
And so it's like women are like, we're taught not to take up too much space, not to make our needs known. Like, our needs don't matter. Put others before yourself. And again, those aren't necessarily inherently bad, and I can see the heart behind them. Like, again, like,
there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah, it's like, absolutely love your neighbor as yourself, care for other people, but at the same time, it's like, you know,
you're also a person who's deserving of care.
Exactly. And it's like, how are we supposed to bear one another's burdens if you don't make your burdens known? Like,
exactly.
And
there's that quote from I think it's like a Greek tragedy that says like it's basically like I want to be here for you, and the person says it's terrible work, and then the other person's like, no, it's not if it's you. And that gets me. Because it's like, sure, maybe your problems are a burden, but maybe it's a burden that I will bear willingly, until the end of my days, and you will never hear me complain.
Yes, exactly.
I found a post that I thought really summed it up. I think it's a excerpt from some kind of book because it's a dialogue, but it didn't credit it. So, that's why it's hard to make friends when you're older, she said. Friendship is rude. Her friend's eyes widened. What? Think about it. When we're kids, we decide who we like and stick by them no matter what. As adults, we're taught to be polite. But friendship is an imposition. At least I want it to be. Call me after 9 o'clock. Don't think you'll ever wear out your welcome. Overshare. Show up at my door. Go to the grocery store with me so we can waste another hour chatting. We'll never be friends if we spend all of our energy trying not to bother each other.
That's good.
Yeah. I yearn to be bothered.
Yes.
Anytime somebody asks something of me or like is like, hey, do you mind? Do you think you could? I'm like, me? You're choosing me? I'm so excited.
Yes.
It's going to be a great day.
Yeah. And I love that about you. Because, I mean, I will say, like, a caveat to this is just that when sometimes people say, let me know if you need anything, but they don't actually mean it.
Right. And that's because of societal structure of saying the right thing and not really meaning it.
Right.
So that, again, it all needs to come down.
Exactly. And so it's like, not only are we taught don't be a burden, but then you're also taught say these things because that's just what is socially acceptable and the correct thing to do.
Even if you don't mean it.
Even if you don't mean it. Exactly. And so it's like, it's
double-edged sword.
Yeah. Because not only do we have to start meaning it when we tell people things like that, but we also have to start actually
taking them up on it.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a passion of my life that I strive to never say things that I don't mean.
Absolutely.
Because I want people to feel that they can trust me and depend on me, and that's hard to do if you're always trying to like read between the lines.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, anyway, all that to say, Heated Rivalry, great show.
Yeah.
Read the books.
Yeah. Yes.
It will have you questioning everything you've ever believed, and not just because they're gay.
Yeah. It's very good.
But yeah, I think the other aspect of it is that because they're both men, and because of the plot of the story is that they're both rich, famous, equally talented men, they have sort of a very level power balance, which is very fascinating to me, because in most romances there is some aspect of imbalance or like societal dynamics that are different.
Right.
Like,
I mean, even just a man and a woman,
right,
there's still an imbalance.
There's always this feeling of like one of the people being inherently weaker, either physically or with the power that they wield in society, or with like, you know, their ability to care for themselves or for others.
Right.
And even with the Scott and Kip story, I feel like there's the balance of like, Scott is very wealthy and famous.
Right.
But he's completely alone. And Kip is the one who is like open with his identity, has a supporting group of friends, so it kind of levels off a little bit.
Right.
But yeah, it was just very fascinating to see a romance where like the passion, the tenderness, the yearning, it's like completely even in both directions.
Yes, totally.
In so many different aspects.
Totally. And it's like they care for each other like equally, in the sense of like, you know, it's not like one person is, like you said, there's not an imbalance, whereas like one person is the quote unquote weaker one and the other person is taking care of them all the time. It's like they take care of one another, and it's like there are multiple moments where like one of them is crying and the other is comforting, like,
right.
And you know, it's very equal because they both have traumas and, you know, things that they're working through, journeys that they're on, and the other person is supporting them in that. And like, I don't know, it's just nice to see. We love to see it.
Yeah. I also think it's fascinating because I think it's probably an aspect of the fact that it was a lower budget show with lesser known actors, made by a sort of independent film distribution whatever company. I've never seen a show or a movie that so readily gives the public what they want in terms of behind the scenes content. Like anytime you see a big name movie, the actors aren't out there on 57 talk shows answering anybody's questions about the stuff that happened behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I've seen interviews with the Russian dialect coach, with the intimacy coordinator, with the director, with the guy who played Shane Hollander's hockey double, with the person who like helped them scout out all the different like hotel rooms and design the sets for all of those things. Like there are just and the author herself, there are just so many people who were involved in making the show that loved it so much and just want to keep talking about it and answering people's questions, which I find so cool. Like,
yeah, that's awesome.
That's where you can tell when you watch it that the whole thing is about the love of it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, truly a lot of love
obviously in the characters and like the love that the main characters have for each other in the plot, but also like the love that everybody who made it poured into it.
Yep.
And the fact that they were not willing to compromise. Like there are so many interviews with John Tierney, is that his name? Jacob Tierney, where he was like, this is the way it has to be. We have to do it this way, even though there was like, you know, the film, I don't even know what they're called, all the people behind the scenes of a film who like try to make you do certain things with it. And he was just like, no, I'm sorry, that's not happening. We have to do it this way. This is just the way it needs to be.
Yeah.
And I love him for that he stood up for it and made it into something good.
Yeah.
I wish that there were more independent films and shows that were made like that didn't cave to corporate greed and
totally
like, you know, focus groups or whatever the crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's part of the reason I think that I've been so obsessed with it, is because there's so much content of like people who worked on it.
Yeah, there's so much to consume. Yeah. Like, you know,
like
and
you don't see the intimacy coordinator and the dialect coach from Bridgerton like going out talking about their work and like telling you really interesting facts about how they make the show.
Right.
It just doesn't happen. Even though I've seen a lot of really interesting parallels between Bridgerton and Heated Rivalry pointed out online. But yeah, I don't know. I really appreciate how much the people who love their craft.
Yeah.
We talked in our poetry episode about how just like making a thing makes you feel so alive.
Yes, totally.
And I feel like these people really get it.
Yes.
And they also feel like they're telling a story that is important and that means something in terms of, you know, breaking out of tearing down homophobia in sports, but also just like a ton of other things like mental health and friendship and like toxic masculinity and whatever. It's a good show. It has a lot of layers, and I wish I could just like recommend it to whoever.
I
know. I just want to tell like every single one of my coworkers, this show has changed my life forever. But I feel like they'll make certain assumptions about me.
Have you seen the meme where it's like, it's just like a cartoon drawing of like a guy at a party, and it's like, they don't know I'm thinking about blank. Like, they don't know I'm thinking about Heated Rivalry.
I know.
I'll have to show it to you.
I feel all day when I'm at work, and I'm just like desperately trying to focus on work, and I just can't stop thinking about Heated Rivalry. Yeah, I don't know. It just has so many important messages to tell, and I think, like we were saying, the sex is important to the plot in terms of like the characters needing to figure out how to talk about their feelings. But it's kind of an unfortunate necessary evil.
Right. Yeah. It's like, I am not necessarily one for sex scenes in like
media in
TV
general.
show. I mean, like books, like fine, but like movies and TV, it's not my favorite. Just like, I don't know. Yeah. Like personally, I just, especially if I'm with other people, I feel like uncomfortable. And maybe that just says something about me, and it's a journey that I need to go on.
For sure,
I know.
Yeah. But also it's just like when you read a book, you're not like seeing how sweaty they are and hearing their grunting. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just different. Watching it versus reading it. Just because it's like it's in my own brain. And you can also
sort of skim over it.
Yes.
Too.
So it's just different. And when I first watched it, I didn't skip through the sex scenes, but obviously, like when we watched it, we did. But you know, it's like whenever I think about sex scenes, I think back to like when you're a kid and you're watching a movie with your parents, and like it's not really a full-on sex scene, because I certainly wasn't watching any movies in it like that with my parents, or really in general, but anything where something is like alluded to, implied, and you're just like horrified. I remember there's this movie, it's called LOL. It has Miley Cyrus in it. And it came out, I don't know, 2012 maybe. And yep, wow, I'm good.
Wow,
2012.
Yeah.
I'm just walking IMDb over here. And it was kind of just like I don't know. It's like a coming of age sort of thing, but she is just a girl with, she's a high school girl, and it just follows her various romances and friendships and whatever. But I just remember thinking this movie was so scandalous when I first watched it, and I was like 14 maybe.
Yeah.
And I remember, and it was PG-13. I remember thinking that it was rated R when I first watched it.
Wow.
Because
Tell me you grew up evangelical with that time.
There is like a sex scene, like in the sense that, like, yes, two characters are having sex. You can't see anything. But it was just like she's having sex with the boy that she likes and at a party. And it was just like such a big deal.
Scandalous. And
I just remember like being like, my mom can never find out I watched this. And yeah, it's just very funny. The things that you thought were a big deal.
Right.
And are literally could not be less of a big deal.
I know. Well, it's because, we all have our parents' voices in the back of our head to some extent.
Yeah.
And I know my mom and my grandma, whenever they would see something that was even remotely vaguely sexual, they would be like, obscene. I wish they hadn't put that in here. And it's like, I just hear them saying like, why did they have to add that part?
Yeah.
And I'm watching Heated Rivalry going, because of the repressed trauma and the inability to communicate. This is what you get when you have those things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's interesting too because the sex scenes decreased as the series progressed.
Right, because they became more comfortable talking about their emotions.
Exactly. I mean, because in the last episode, there's like one true like drawn out like sex scene. But yeah, I mean, it's like,
and it's interesting because that sort of theme of men using sex because they can't talk about their emotions is a very real life thing that happens.
Yes, right.
And it happens subconsciously and people don't realize that it's happening.
Right.
But I think we all have experienced a situation where we like, especially with men, we're like just talking to someone and being like, dude, you need to like figure out your problems.
Yeah.
And all they're able to do is make like lewd jokes or like, say something homophobic or whatever. And they're unable to be vulnerable with their friends.
Right.
Because that's gay.
Right. Which is crazy.
Right. And they're like so reliant on their female romantic partners
to do the emotional
labor.
Heavy lifting for them. Yeah.
Right. Because they're just like, they're incapable because they've been trained into incapability by society. So, yeah, I don't know. It was just refreshing to see something where like men were having feelings. Yeah. And they were struggling with those feelings and they were allowing themselves to feel them and cry and like whatever. So anyway, I will stop talking about Heated Rivalry now. We have other topics we can move on to.
And we are running out of time. But it's fine. I saw a video today and it was just like a hairstylist and the client was in her chair and in quotes it says, "I need to be a bit less approachable by men." Basically, give me hair that makes me not approachable.
Dye it blue.
Yeah, right. No, but she just basically, the final look was just like a haircut with layers and like micro bangs like what I have. And there were so many men in the comments where like it worked and I was just like, oh my gosh, like chill out. Oh my gosh,
you missed the point.
I know. I'm like, she looks great. What are you talking about? And it's interesting because a lot of people in the comments were talking about how like short bang, a micro bang, a baby bang, whatever the heck you want to call it, like are nicknamed men repellent. And then I was also like doing some digging in general about like the history like behind different hairstyles and like just how hair is political and hair.
Okay, the video by Leah Van King. Is that what you were watching?
No.
Okay, there's a video that I just saw yesterday by a girl named Leah Van King where she talks about how like men's hair is political because it's like a symbol of how they're forced to cut off anything.
Oh, yes, I have seen that one. Yes,
They're forced to cut off anything that's soft, that's flowing, that's artistic, that might show any hint of like just softness.
Femininity.
Right. Yeah. Femininity and you know, how women in the military are allowed to have long hair, but men have to cut it off.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was really interesting. She pointed out that like men who are surfers, artists, musicians tend to have long hair.
Yes.
And it's not because they are those things, it's because they're more willing to like shirk society's expectations for them.
Right.
Anyway, proceed.
Yeah. In general, you know, like everybody always talks about the blue hair, septum ring,
right?
Whatever.
Manic pixie dream girl.
Yeah. And I just find it so interesting, like how that came to be and what the case is. But specifically with like the micro bang, a lot of people were bringing up Joan of Arc because in a lot of like renditions of her, she always has like the short hair with like the bob, micro bang. And
season 4 Eloise Bridgerton.
Yes, exactly. It's just like it's an iconic feminist hairstyle. And I'm happy to have it. Even though I'm growing out the rest of my hair right now, because I'm trying to get it long for Ren Fair, but we'll see how far I make it. There have been so many moments where I'm like, I just want to chop it all off.
But yeah, I find it morbidly amusing how threatened people get by other people's hair.
I know, it's crazy.
Like, how insignificant of a thing is somebody else's hair?
I know.
And you just get all bent out of shape about this.
I know.
For whatever reason.
Or just other people's appeance in general. Like, okay, I get it if they were naked, but I mean, like, even still, I don't know. That's not your business. It's theirs. Like, I don't get
my
it.
flabbers are gasted.
Yeah, truly. I'm like, we have so many other things to be worrying about right now. Are you kidding me? Like, get a grip.
That's my reaction to a lot of stuff.
I know.
Is that, like, first of all, how do you even have the energy to care this much about something so insignificant?
I know. I saw someone who I'm quite certain doesn't listen to this podcast, so I don't care. He had posted on his Instagram story that he was like, basically was ripping into Bad Bunny for because he has a song lyric that says, if he doesn't eat ass, he's not the one. And I was like, that's pretty funny. But he was like, yeah, that's very family friendly. Like, really makes me excited about America and Latin culture. I'm like, bro, grow up. I'm like, have you read the Epstein files? Like,
but also, how many like quote unquote American rappers say things that are so much more horrendous than that?
I know. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, again, going back to Kid Rock, the man has a song about statutory rape, and you're pissed about a man saying if you're not pleasing your girl in the way that she wants to be pleased, then they're not the one. Like, you know, it's honestly, I was like, he has a point.
Yeah, but it's really just the misogyny again, folks.
It is at it again.
How dare women want to be pleased.
Yes.
It's really just the capitalism, the misogyny, and the homophobia all along.
Yeah. Yeah. The patriarchy, all of it. Yep. And it's like, which caused the other?
Yeah.
You know? Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Is patriarchy causing the capitalism, or is the capitalism causing the patriarchy?
I mean, I think just historically patriarchy's been around
longer. Oh yeah, I mean, it's like a threat to everything. It's ruining everything.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I found a quote that I wanted to share. It's by the one and only Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Nice.
I find him very inspiring. I know he's like a silly goof on the internet, but he says a lot of stuff that I'm like, yes, we could use more of this.
Can you show me a picture of him? I'm quite certain I know who you're talking about, but I just want to make sure that I actually know what this person looks like, because we always talk about different things that he has said, and I'm like, I think yes, okay, yes, all right. That's what I was thinking.
He's most well known for Dimension 20 and Dropout.
Yeah, right. I've seen him on that show. It's like a comedy improv.
Make Some Noise.
Yes.
That's on Dropout.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. Curiosity is love for the world, and when you love something, you want to get to know it more. So when you share facts about crows or pterodactyls or whatever, what you are expressing is gratitude for the ability to exist in and come to understand the beauty of the world around you. When you tell someone that you don't like all crow facts, you're actually saying that you hate me. I am my crow facts. So that's why I just spent 30 minutes talking about Heated Rivalry.
Hey, you know, it's true. I love that. It's a great quote.
Yeah. Oh, man, my hands are so cold.
I know, so are mine.
I like a hot tea or something.
We need gloves. The microphone is kind of cold.
I know. What we really need is a microphone stand to hold it for us.
Yeah, I have 2 microphone stands. So
why are we not using them? Sitting here like peasants holding a microphone.
I can absolutely bring them next time.
Oh my gosh. We have the technology.
Yeah, we can be hands-free next time. Hey, it took us 20 episodes to figure it out. This is episode 20, so.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
Look at us go.
A milestone. We won't do a shout out for every 10 episodes, but maybe we will.
Maybe we will. And you can't stop us.
You can't stop us. We do what we want, okay? Because this is our podcast and not yours.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's my ponytail and I like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of tea, I found this really interesting discourse about drinks.
Okay.
It's pretty short. I wanted to share. It's by someone called The Omen Room. When applied to drinks, dry means without sugar. Therefore, it follows that sugary drinks can be called wet. The meanings of the terms hot and cold when applied to drinks are obvious. Thus, the aspect of any drink can be determined. For instance, green tea, freshly steeped and served without additives, is hot and dry, and therefore has an aspect of fire. A mocha, on the other hand, while hot, is sweet and therefore wet, and thus has an aspect of air. Lemonade, which is wet and cold, has a water aspect. Finally, the drink which most epitomizes the earth aspect, being both cold and dry, is vodka.
That's funny.
That was really good. And then I was just thinking of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I was like, what would be?
I was thinking Avatar: The Last Airbender and all of the like different elemental benders just sitting down with one of those drinks.
Yeah, that's funny.
But that means that Toph gets vodka, which I find very dangerous. But Zuko gets tea, which is appropriate.
Yeah, for sure.
One more thing before we close out with our poems. I found a very interesting Facebook group that gave me a little spark of hope for society.
Oh.
It's called Leaving MAGA.
Okay.
It's founded by Rich Logus, and he's an ex-MAGA activist who started this group to empower others to leave MAGA and tell their stories, foster reconciliation with their friends and family, develop movement leaders to help others leave, a community for all who leave MAGA. And he makes a bunch of videos talking about, you know, his deconstruction process.
Wow.
And how difficult it is to leave because you're so like wound up in it. Like every single thing you do, all your friends and family, they're all in it. And so it's almost like trying to leave Scientology at a certain point.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was really interesting that we've gotten to the point in history where that's happening now.
Yeah.
And there's enough sort of momentum that there's like a whole organization built around it.
Yeah.
Because I know there are organizations to help people who have like escaped cults and Amish society and whatever, but MAGA is a very specific group that is very niche and specific to our time that we're living in right now.
Right.
But yeah, it just gave me a little bit of hope that
That's
like,
crazy.
you know, there are people out there who have managed to see the light.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like, it really is a cult, and it has such an intense hold on people. And I can imagine, I mean, leaving a cult is a scary thing, even though it's like a good thing, it's scary. And so, you know, do I think I'm like about time? But at the same time, it's like, you know, I get it. Like people were brainwashed, and you know, it is what it is.
Here we are.
Here we are. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I can't remember. We need to start like keeping track of which poems we have read on the podcast. Otherwise, we're gonna start reading more than one.
Duplicates. Well, I mean, hey, if there's that good that we accidentally read them twice, whatever, they deserve it, I guess.
I don't know which specific poem this is from, but it's a Sylvia Plath quote, and it says, "I am so pathetically intense, I just can't be any other way." And I just really like that. I was like, I feel that was relatable to the both of us.
I have 2 shorter poems.
Okay.
This first one is by Rob Hardy, written February 2nd, 2026. It's called Communion. There's no bread. The bakers have gone into hiding. The seats at the table are empty. The 12 are out marching with the thousands. The streets are filled with a new song. Only Judas sits at Target Plaza, counting his silver, while Pontius Pilate issues a carefully worded statement. Meanwhile, the centurions have quotas to fill. But out on the streets, there's a communion. Jesus takes the city in his hands and says, "This is my body broken for you."
Ooh.
I know.
That was good.
I think it was probably talking specifically about the Minneapolis protests. I don't know who Rob Hardy is, but I think a lot about what would happen if Jesus came back right now. And how disappointed he would be, and how disappointed his supposed followers would be in his response.
Indeed.
But yeah, just okay. And then this one is by Karen Salmonson, and it is called "The World is Both Burning and Blooming," which it fits with our theme of proceeding amongst the horrors. You get the bad news and the sunrise in the same day. You cry over the headlines, then you laugh at a baby wearing a hat shaped like a bear. This is the dual citizenship of being alive. Rage and reverence, grief and grace. You are allowed to feel both. You are allowed to scream and still notice how good the soup is. You don't have to choose. Let it all in.
That's good.
Yeah. The dual citizenship of being alive.
Yeah, really I like that line a lot. That's very good.
Yeah.
And also thinking about a baby wearing a hat. Like a bear. That sounds very cute.
Yeah. I don't know. I think about it every day, especially like when we were out having our thrifting day, we were doing so many fun things. And I was like, this is what it's about.
Yeah.
And then I was like, there are people being detained.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
yes.
I don't know. It's just very...
And then there are other people running the country who are not being held accountable for their horrific crimes. Yeah. So. It's devastating. But on that note, we will catch you next time. And you know where to find us. At YappinessPod on Instagram. YappinessPod@gmail.com. Yeah.
Bye.
I was like, wait, is that right?
We've only said it 20 times now.
I know.